crazy sport. Huh? I'm not sure. There's a few there, I think.
Everybody okay? Seem pretty hyped up. Pretty excited.
Yeah, man, a bit emotional as well. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Still, I don't know. It really hasn't kicked in really because I've had to get the stitches and do a bit of the media and stuff like that. But it's Chad Mendes. I know I've said this in the interviews. I'm going. He's only lost to the greats, and I'm going to be another great. You say these things, but it's fucking happened. You know what I mean? It's unreal feeling. I've got a lot of respect, for the guy, and I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I didn't. I might have been down that first round. So it's good to, a bit of adversity, but at the same time, I still think I could have done better, but, it's good to show people that, I'll stand in front of the toughest, most explosive guys in the division. And I could see him start to crumble as soon as I had my way with him, and it ended up going to plan.
You think some of the shots to the body that kind of contributed to that? You had that right before the finish, you had that, you ripped to the body with that left hook, and before that you had the body as well. That's definitely what hurt him, and then I think I haven't really got to see it. You know what I mean? I think there was a right hand after that, and he went down. But it's definitely the body shot. It just a couple of body shots, a couple of little knees in there, and even when I'd land jabs, and the fact that it's different. I don't know what it looks like on the outside, but when you got me putting that pressure on you, it's draining. It's claustrophobic feeling for him, and I could see it in his face. I'd land a jab, or he would even. He would land shots even when I went down and I come back up. I wasn't rocked and I just come straight back on him. I could see it in his face. He's like going far out. He wanted it over then. And yeah, like I said, I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing this for my family. You need to hit me with more than that to stop me.
The third round was pretty crazy. What goes through your mind when you're having these, insane exchanges? You're dropping him, he's dropping you.
It's, mate, I don't know. I'll just go in there. I've got a job to do. I just focus on what's in front of me. Like I said, I didn't feel hurt in there, so I got back up and then I just went straight back to, all right, let's work your game. I was having fun in there as well. I really was. I started to see things. I know you might have landed shots. He was throwing shots, on the hooks and that. They might have been landing a bit, so they might have, I don't know what it looks like. I've got to watch back the tape. But, I still felt very comfortable in there, and I sort of seen the shots coming. Some of them snuck through, but other than that, it all went my way. I still thought, like I said, I could see him crumbling, and each time I landed a jab, I could just see him going downhill, and then I finally got the finish.
You've been saying it really all week that he's only really lost to the best fighters in the division.
Yeah.
Now you're among them.
Yeah, exactly right.
What do you want next? Who do you want next?
Mate, I called out Max Holloway, not because I think I'm definitely the next in line. Obviously Moicano and it was probably the next in line, but he missed weight. And then you're hearing a lot of people say, what's left for him in this division. He hasn't fought a wrestler really for a while, a good strong wrestler with a big puncher, you know what I mean? And I know he's a gamer, and he's the type of guy that he'll, we've all taken. He didn't have to cop that damage that he done, but the fact that he just comes forward and that's his game, that's why a lot of people got a respect for him. But I just think that's why we're a bad matchup for him. And until he takes out someone like me or Frankie Edgar, then you could say he's took out everyone in the division. I really think that,
So you're saying, hold on a second, Max, don't go up just yet.
Yeah, well, even he wants to. He's a gamer. He wants to take out the division. He really does. That's why everyone loves him. But I reckon, if I'm not next, I'll be the fight after that. And I guarantee you, if he plays that game that he always does, and I know he will. Again, he's a gamer. He's a gangster. I love it. But that's just not going to work with me.
Are you open for fighting, for example, Frankie Edgar or Volkanovski yourself?
I'll fight anyone in the division. Who calls out Chad Mendes? Not many people call out Chad Mendes. I want people in front of me. That's it.
Do you see it as the new generation featherweight? You, Moicano, Sabika, obviously Max Holloway is another person like that.
Yeah.
Rodriguez. Are you another person that's going to be the next wave of that next generation?
100%. Honestly, every time I come back here, I usually tell you about an injury or something. I didn't have an injury this time, but the last 2 years, I've literally been barely training at all. In between fights and that, I'm not really training because my back. I've had issues with my back the whole time, and I didn't really know any better. I've got a new crew looking after me, and that's not going to happen no more. They're going to be. I'll be training all year round, which I'm not used to. So I had 12-week camp where I had 6 weeks where I could just relax and do a bit of wrestling, do grappling, which I haven't done before any of my other fights before. I had 6 weeks to prepare for my last 4 fights. That's it. I've done next to nothing. Till then, 6 weeks, let's get prepared for the fight. And, so that's why, I just can't wait to see what the next year brings, because I get to just train consistently, you know what I mean? I haven't really had that. You're going to see a total new beast come 2019.
grade is getting greater.
The grade's going to get greater 100%. I'm still new to this sport. You know, I'm learning every day. I'm getting more and more comfortable in there. I felt comfortable as hell against someone like Chad Mendes. Mate, that's dangerous. We good? All right. Thanks, guys. Hopefully that was good.